Hello, everybody. This is your 59-year-old carnivore friend, George, from Bridgewater in Somerset, in England. It's been a momentous week in the carnivore community. We had the sad news of the death of our great friend, Alex Cannon, earlier on in the week, and it's been something which has been difficult to really process. However, we have dealt with it. And I would like just to say a few words about Alex because he was a man that I was getting to know very well. He had become a great friend of mine in the time that I knew him. He was one of the people that we started to get together in autumn of 2023, and he had a great channel, Carnivore For Life, and he was one of the well respected YouTubers from the UK, well respected around the world. He was interviewed for Healing Humanity by Kerry, and he became Kerry's great friend. He was really a friend to everybody in the carnivore community, and was a great enthusiastic YouTuber. I've got one or two special memories of Alex. Really, I remember the Christmas Eve of 2023. Alex was due to do a live panel show on Christmas Eve, but actually had to drop out at the last minute, and I was asked to step up in his place, which I did. But unfortunately, that was back in the days when I was still consuming alcohol and was somewhat the worse for wear, shall we say, when I did that. And I haven't actually had the courage to watch it back yet, but apparently I gave some people some laughs, so that can't be such a bad thing. And we had some great banter as well, myself and Alex. I remember there was one time when he was talking about the where to eat out in a place called West Derby. Now, being a southerner, I thought that he was talking about the city of Derby and the west part of that town. I didn't realise that actually West Derby is a part of Liverpool, or where he came from. And I was recommending a restaurant called Carnivore, actually, in Derby. He said, George, he said, no, West Derby is part of Liverpool. It's not part of Derby. Oops. So there we go. And then, in recent times, Alex and myself have been working together on the Carnivore, the meetup committee for the Great British Meetup on August the 2nd of this year, and there have been some very stressful moments on that during that time. It's gone fairly smoothly, but there have been one or two times when I've got rather stressed and I vented my feelings on the WhatsApp group where we were part of, and I vented them through the voice note method. And he came back to me. He said, George, I'm glad you got that out of your system. He said, I love the way you give rants, by the way. So he kind of calmed the situation down. That was absolutely great of him as well. He was a great evidence supporter. Him and Carl Day of the Primal Lifestyle used to have great banter about the various football teams. So many fond memories. And of course, we all know he was very much in love with his wife Shell, and she was often in the background buzzing around the kitchen while he was doing his YouTube videos. And of course, recently his daughter Sophie gave birth to William, and fortunately Alex was able to actually hold William in his arms, so there will be photographs forever of him, William and Shell together. And of course, Alex Jr., who's very proud of Alex Jr., who went to the Healing Humanity meetup as well in London back in December of last year. So Alex has sadly passed away. We don't know how yet, other than that he died peacefully in his sleep. So we will remember Alex, and Alex does leave a considerable legacy. Maybe one of his proudest parts of his legacy is the fact that he was the man who taught Kerry of Healing Humanity how to use the word bollocks in the English fashion. And he was cheekily said, yes, bollocks has now become Kerry's favourite word, and it was Alex who taught it to him. So that's one fairly major part of the legacy which Alex leaves behind him. However, to me, I think the great legacy that he leaves behind is the way the carnivore community responded to his passing away. It was a very traumatic experience. For me, it started, I can tell you the exact time, at 2 minutes past 10 on Tuesday evening because I was sat in front of this computer writing an essay for Dr. Kiltz as I'm doing the Dr. Kiltz coaching course, when suddenly the WhatsApp kicks into life, and it was from Lauren Tucker. She said, "I have some very sad news." And I thought, what can this be about? Maybe it's because she can't make the meetup or something. It was something I thought, maybe she's injured herself or something like that. And I just speculated for about 30 seconds. And then she came up and said, Alex Cannon has passed away suddenly in his sleep. And I was completely stunned, to say the least. So myself and Lauren continued to exchange WhatsApp typing messages because she couldn't speak because she was upstairs and the children were asleep. So she was clearly grief-stricken, and I was stunned. Absolutely, I couldn't believe it. But she was thinking. She was thinking clearly, and she said, Alex Jr. had asked her to notify the people involved with the meetup, the small members of our group, the members of our small group. She had already contacted Lee and Carl, and she asked me if I could contact another couple of members of the group as well. And also she asked me to contact Dr. Kiltz because she knows I'm on the coaching course and had direct contact. So we set this in motion. We were all shocked, as you can imagine, but we were thinking clearly, and we realized that this would have to be broken to the international community at some time because Alex was an important part of the international community, and we wanted that to get out in a timely fashion in a way that would minimize speculation and that we could capture the entire carnivore community as best we could. So it was decided between Lauren and Alex Jr., who was representing the family, that the best person to break the news to the international community would be Kerry Mann of Healing Humanity, because they were very close friends, he and Alex. And of course, Kerry has probably the greatest reach of all of us who knew him with his YouTube channel. So by the following day, Kerry, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, our time, British summertime, so was able to put out his moving tribute to Alex. And so less than 18 hours has elapsed between the news of Alex's death reaching Lauren, because she was the first member of the community that Alex Jr. reached out to let her know that Alex had passed. And 18 hours later, we had done quite a lot of international communication. Lauren especially, she was the hero of this hour, if you like, because even though she was grief-stricken herself, she was able to think clearly. The clarity of thought and the speed of thought was there. And Kerry was able to put out his tribute, and that has had over 30,000 views now on YouTube. So, as well as being devastated, frankly, by the death of Alex, I'm also very, very proud of the way that the carnivore community has responded. It's been a real test for us because obviously we lost Jeff DeProsperous earlier on in the existence of the carnivore community, but now we've lost Alex. But the way that the carnivore community responded and handled this was, to me, was just amazing. It was done quickly. It was done with tact and diplomacy. It was done with compassion. And I would like to thank all of you, all of the 30,000 of you who viewed the video that Kerry put out, and especially those of you who gave the comments the sharing of the grief, the love for the family of Alex, and your thoughts about Alex. Alex Jr. sent a message to the community saying thank you very much for the support, and he confirmed that the last 3.5 years were the happiest of his father's life, and he would not have swapped it for anything. So Alex, you're gone. It won't be the same at the meetup without you. I was so looking forward to meeting you in Shell there. But the show goes on. Alex would have wanted the show to go on, so we are planning to go ahead as usual, as we planned with the meetup. It will be done in Alex's memory now. So there will be a tribute to Alex on the day, and there will be lots of talk of Alex, because many of us who will be attending, and that is over 100 of us now, will remember him very fondly indeed. So Alex may be gone, but his legacy will live on. There can be no question about that. So yeah, very proud of all of you, and very proud of the being part of the carnivore community. So, other things to mention: the meetup will happen on August the 2nd. I was there last night at Sourdown, where the meetup will take place, and it was great because the weather was so good, and there was lots of people enjoying themselves, as we will be on August the 2nd. And there've been one or two questions. We have a few people with mobility problems, and the parking at Sourdown is split into two. The main parking is in the field entrance. The field entrance is the one at the top of the hill from the farm, and then you drive down the track to park. However, if you have a limited mobility, there is parking in the farmyard itself, which is the other gate down near to the buildings. So that hopefully answers a few questions about limited mobility parking. There's enough parking for about a dozen vehicles there. I think there's only about 100 of us turning up on the day, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, so other news from my end this week is probably totally bizarre. Not quite sure I even believe it, to be perfectly honest. It is that strange. As many of you know, I am studying under Dr. Kilks and Dr. Nelson. I'm studying to become a certified keto carnivore coach in our world. So invariably, when I'm at work, I try and tune into Dr. Kilts' 6 a.m. meetup, 6 a.m. being Eastern time, of course, and it's 11 o'clock at my end. And on Friday, yesterday, I tuned in as nearly always. I don't get to watch it all because I do have my job to do at work as well, but I have it in the background. And yesterday it was the great Tyler McCann who was on there, who is a beef rancher from Wyoming. And so, as always, I entered the raffle, the daily raffle, because often it's a mug or maybe a Kilts t-shirt, for example, which is the prize. I never expect to win because there's always a lot of other people on there. Yesterday I hadn't even picked up what the actual prize was, so I entered blind, if you like, and I was able to watch some of the coverage, but I couldn't watch it all. And I couldn't watch the end when Alia kindly did the draw. And guess whose name turned up? It was, in fact, George Goodenough, my name. So I was blissfully unaware of this for the rest of the day. Didn't get a chance to watch it all back. And I went to Sourdown last night, and I thought, well, I'll just check my emails. So I checked my emails, and there was one from Alia there saying, "You're a winner." Okay, that's interesting. So I opened it up, and I thought maybe it's a mug or a t-shirt. But I actually found out that it was a 3-day VIP pass to the Riverton Beef Roundup in Wyoming between the 22nd and the 24th of August of this year. Now, my immediate reaction was, I can't possibly go to that. That's going to be too much like, hard work, basically. I've got to get flights and everything else. So my immediate reaction was, I don't think I can actually do this, Alia. However, I slept on it, and I woke up this morning, and Lainey said, "You're going." And I thought, yeah, I am. This is just too good an opportunity to miss, because it's just so unbelievably exciting. 3 days in cattle country in the company of people like Dr. Kilks and Dr. Chafee, and of course Tyler himself. I had to go. So I will be coming to America, folks. I know I do have some American friends out there. Lynn, Dawn, John Espina, the carnivore teacher. So yeah, just to announce, I'm coming to your country. I don't know how many of you will get to Riverton for that, but I would hope that maybe some of you will. I certainly hope to meet anybody there who I already know, but I absolutely intend to make some new friends from the American carnivore community as well. So yeah, I'm kind of in a state of shock really. Lainey's running around looking at motels in Riverton and looking at flights from Heathrow. So it's going to be a real steep learning curve just to try and get all the logistics of the trip sorted out. But it's something which I would not now swap for the world. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will be there, not for myself really, although I personally will take great pleasure in it, but I am there to represent Dr. Kilts, to represent us, the carnivore community, and also to carry with me the memory of Alex. It's just so sad that I can't tell him that I've been fortunate enough to win this excellent prize. But yeah, so I'm a bit speechless really, because it hasn't quite sunk in yet that I'm going to Wyoming and I'm going to go and meet all these people. But it will do eventually, I feel sure. Right, the rest of my day looks like it's a very hot day here in the UK. Lainey's outside sorting the barbecue out even as we speak. So I should be sitting outside with actually ostrich steaks today, believe it or not, because we found some in Aldi earlier. We got the grandkids going around. There will be some sausages and burgers as well. They're pretty good meat eaters, to be honest with you. Especially the granddaughter. She's a great fan of eating meat. So I'm gonna have a quiet, hot Saturday afternoon with the family. And then tomorrow it's back to it. Whatever I'm trying to sort out, I'm still trying to do the homework for Dr. Kiltz's course because that had to be interrupted when I was trying to do it on Tuesday night. But I'm not that far behind, so I feel it will be fine. So I shall wish you bye bye for now. I look forward to meeting you all at the meetup. Those of you who make the Great British Meetup, those of you from America who can't, well, perhaps you might think about coming to Riverton to meet me. I don't know, but we shall see. Anyway, this is George, your 59-year-old carnivore friend from England and the UK, signing off and wishing you all the best.